What's up, Aries? This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot here to look at your week ahead starting June 9th, 2025. Aries, I hope all is well. Welcome any new subscribers to my channel. I definitely appreciate you. The deck I am using, of course, will be listed in the description box. Just going to cleanse the energy, shuffle the deck up real good from doing Pisces messages. They had a most impressive spread. I would say so myself. But we're going to concentrate on Aries and what's coming up for energies. What's the energy surrounding Aries for the week? What can I tell Aries moving forward? Energies for my Rams. All right, let's cut the deck, Aries, and get started. First card for you is, you start off with the Ten of Cups. So, Ten of Cups is, of course, about celebrations. Usually, it could be family, it could be friends, could be romantic partners, going to birthday parties, someone getting married, celebrating anniversaries. Equal number of cups. Emotionally, what you give, Aries, is what you're going to get back in return. But also, too, the Ten of Cups is in the group of cards that I always say that if it shows up here for your reading, then you may already be receiving that energy from those that are closest to you, family members, friends, romantic partners. It also could be co-workers as well. So popular. Then we have the Eight of Wands that follows that Ten of Cups. Interesting. So fast energy coming towards you in terms of good news that may put a smile on your face. This is my communication card. So Eight Wands represent an equal amount of communication, effective communication, what you need to express and get off your chest. In terms of expressing energy to others, they will receive it well. And any energy coming from them, Aries, okay, you will receive well. Nothing ever seems to get misconstrued or misunderstood when the Eight of Wands is present. Rapid energy, always an element of surprise. So the good news can come in the form of a phone call, okay? It could be following the Ten of Cups, a person, all right? It could be through a text message. Any Rams out there traveling this week, you're going to be safe to and from. That would be the Eight of Wands. Then we have the Three of Wands. So again, you're moving towards something that's positive or it's moving towards you. The traveling aspect is here, present with the Three of Wands. So you're going to be safe again to and from. But I also assign long distance love affairs and romance with that Three of Wands. Then we have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups, important. Paying attention to your intuition, trusting the process of what you feel, right? If there's any choices to be had or made, making sure that you are trusting yourself enough to pick what is going to be best suited for you. This too is part of the cards that come through along with the Ten of Cups. Again, that dedication, the devotion, the love being extended out to you from your family, your romantic partners, and your friends, right? And making sure, though, you are paying attention to your intuition. Next up is the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is any decisions or actions that you carry out this week, Aries, just carry out. Make sure that you fulfill whatever it is that you're about to do. Stand your ground. This is the card. If you don't do that, is the card of regret. All right. So always move forward with any decisions or actions that are best suited for you. Next up is the Five of Cups. Five of Cups, I wouldn't worry about it too much because it's, all fives in the deck, whether it's the Five of Wands, Five of Cups, Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles. It's temporary energy. And the sadness and disappointment that is assigned to the Five of Cups, at least by me, is so minor and so weak because it could be something that is personal that, applies to you. But, using the example like that I've used in the past, that you could be, setting your alarm to wake you up at a specific time, but then you oversleep or something like that. And then you get mad at yourself. That's a disappointment. That's all I see. But if it's not something that affects you personally, it could be if you have children, your child, your romantic partner, okay, someone else in the family. It could be a platonic friend. Next, we have the lovers. And the lovers in your spread major arcana, any interactions or dealings with anyone this week, you really shouldn't have any problems though, because this usually levels all of that energy out because you're on the same plane with everyone, right? You're seeing eye to eye with one another. You're on the same page with one another. The lovers, however, in terms of its energy, which is full force, is greater than the 10 of cups, the 7 of cups, because that is definitely spending good, great, quality time with your family members, friends, as well as your romantic partners. Could be business partners because this lovers here can bring all of that energy together. Business partners, platonic friends, romantic partners, and of course, anything that's going on in the family unit, right? Major arcana, the lovers. Then we have the major arcana, the world card. So there's a chapter of energy that is ending for you, Aries. New chapter is about to begin. This is a card that represents opportunity. So always be on the lookout for anything opportunistic this week. The world card, excuse me, does represent relationships of all kinds. Very positive, right? Okay. Next up, now we have the major arcana, the tower. So thank God we have the lovers as well as the world card to take down the energy of the tower. You're the second sign that has received the tower so far this week in the spread. And the typical meanings of the tower, Aries, and just it's shock and devastation. But it doesn't mean that it's shock and devastation that's going to be applied to you. Oftentimes, the tower shows up for me to talk about things that are happening outside of yourself, outside of your community. But so you may hear things that are shocking and devastating that affect other, areas or other people. So, of course, typically the tower would still represent all those things that are, uncontrollable. So it could be our weather, it could be earthquakes, it could be any, kinds of, gun violence, violence in the community, all that crazy stuff. I always, advise people when the tower shows up in their spread not to engage in any types of arguments or petty fights with anyone because it's going to turn out to be ugly. Okay, so we're going to throw a clarifier on that tower. Why did the tower show up here for Aries? And this tower could be anything involving, world stuff, Aries, global stuff, things that are just shocking and devastating. Now, I think I can't even remember to see. Once I do these readings, I put it out of my mind that quick. So there was another sign that received the tower. I can't remember who it was, but I do remember some of the things that I had said in terms of clarifying. I think that someone. Oh yeah, it was. I don't know who it was. Somehow I brought in the immigration, tied the energies into what I was seeing involving immigration. So, yeah, see, this is a court card. So, this is a person, and the Page of Swords represents information that's coming to you globally, worldly, right? All depends on how you access your news or information. So, I still would say that this is something that is possibly going to be unrelated to you and is involving it could be a person specific, but it's information um, coming to you that's shocking and devastating that you hear worldly and globally. This is involving conversations. The Page of Swords represents conversations, and it would be new conversations, right? So that's what I'm seeing there. That you hear something, and it's could be affecting someone specific, a person, uh, globally, worldly, that has to deal with some sort of devastation or destruction. See, this wouldn't be you because this is the swords. This represents Gemini, Libra, and Aries specifically. So it's not you. All right, so last card I have is the Knight of Wands. Now, if it was the Knight of Wands that showed up here to clarify that tower, then I'd have said something totally different. But the Knight of Wands is, energy that you're still attracting, right? Energy that's coming towards you. But I usually assign that there could be a family member or a friend, romantic partner that comes in to assist you or help you, Aries, whatever it is that you need assistance or help with. They usually come in quickly and then they exit quickly. But also keep in mind that the Knight of Wands presence in your spread could indicate of how fast a new relationship could form. That could be platonic as well as romantic. It cross mirrors over here to the Ten of Cups. When I said that if it's not the Five of Cups that you experience, it could be a family member or a friend or a romantic partner. Could be a child, co-worker. All right. So that's what I have here. So, things are heating up, building up, intensifying, becoming more passionate. Of course, these are court card representing your energy, and they can express themselves in a sexual manner, which is usually positive. Okay, so I usually continue with throwing additional energies from the same deck that I'm using, but I pulled out another deck here, and it's called it's upside down. Teacup Deck by Starry Eye Tarot 777. I used this deck in the past, so it's just some cards I'm going to throw for additional messages to go along with your main spread, Aries. But overall, I think this is good energy here for some of you that I'm reading for, so keeping our fingers crossed. All right, so the first one is fake friend. Okay, a friend who is not genuine, two-faced, talks about you behind your back, using you for clout. Whoa, be careful there, Aries. Soul contract. You are under a soul contract with someone. It could be a twin flame, soulmate, and it's karmic. Up next here for you, Aries, is talking shit, saying unnecessary shit behind your back, talking crap about you to others, false gossip. Next up is Psycho. I am sorry. No regard for what's right or wrong, displays violent or antisocial behavior, mental instability. Do you know someone like that, Aries? Last one is letting go. You or someone has let go of the situation, relationships, traits, or habits. All right, so this is what I have for you, Aries. Just remember, always, it's just me giving you my best impressions. Always take what's going to work for you and leave the rest alone. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. You guys have a safe, great week ahead. Always throw in that extra word of safety and caution when the tower is present. Just going about your business. Don't be paranoid. You'll be fine. Always come back to get more of these messages from me. You guys definitely enjoy Pride if you celebrate Pride Month. And I'll talk to you next week. Take care. Ciao.